So you want to improve the quality of your stream, but can't afford high-end equipment? No problem, I got you. Here are 5 tips to improve your Twitch stream for free. Go ahead and like and subscribe and hype the video if you like it. If there is enough interest in this, I will be doing more of these as well as tips for YouTube. Alright, let's move on. Okay, first tip. Run the auto config wizard in OBS. So here we got my OBS. Don't mind the mess. It is not meant to be. It's meant to be long, not wide. Okay. Anyway, all right. We're gonna go to tools here. Hit that auto configuration wizard. Now you want to run this. By the way, this is pre-recorded, so just bear with me here. On this part here, we can see optimize for streaming, optimize for recording, and I will only be using the virtual camera. Today we're going to be running through optimize for streaming because recording will be secondary. This is all about streaming. So we're going to hit next, and it's going to give us our canvas. My canvas, because my monitor is 1440p, I have my canvas set to 1440p. I stream in 1440p, so that's how I set my canvas. If you have low-end hardware or not great internet, you want it to be 1920 by 1080 or 1280 by 720. If you want to maintain 1080 on lower end hardware, run it at 30 FPS down here, right here in the FPS, and this will be your resolution here where you would put 1920 1080. If you have the hardware able to, if your GPU is capable of it, you can do it in 1440. You don't need to be gaming in 1440 to enable 1440 streaming. You can have it just output 1440, but the maximum is going to be whatever your monitor's maximum is. So once we do this, you hit next, check off all those boxes. This screen here is where you're going to pick your service. You do Twitch. If you're already signed into Twitch, perfect. You don't need anything. You hit Twitch, sign into it, connect your account, and here make sure you hit prefer hardware encoding. That will put your GPU at the front of the list of ways it's going to encode. It will still put thought into your CPU, but if you prefer hardware encoding, it will use your GPU. Now, if you have NVIDIA, it will use the NVENC chip. Any 20XX card and up has this built right into it. It's absolutely free. Any 20 series card and up has it. Or if you have an AMD card like I do, if you're streaming on Twitch, you just want the AMD H264 encoder, and that's it. That's all you need. You don't need anything else. So you're gonna hit next and run it, and it's gonna run this test. I mean, this is running it on YouTube because I stream primarily on YouTube, but this works for Twitch, so don't worry about it saying YouTube. This works for Twitch, okay? So it's gonna run this, gonna run your tests and whatnot. Everyone's is gonna be a little bit different, so don't be alarmed if when you run this test, it looks different than mine. I'm not going to use the results this is giving you because I have my own results. I set mine up in my own way. So we can see here, service, YouTube, blah, 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 go down. And it has a suggested video bitrate. Because I stream on YouTube, there is no upper limit for bitrate. So for 1440p streaming, 1800 kilobytes per second isn't really that big. Like I send that most days. And you see here, hardware AMD H264. If you're streaming on YouTube, that is all you get. If you have AMD, you cannot use AV1 or H265. Both of those cannot be used yet. They are still in beta testing. Some partners have access, but most affiliates and people who have just started do not have access to that. So you want AMD H264, and you know, recording quality same as stream. For me, base canvas 1440, and then you just hit apply settings, and bada bing bada boom. It's going to help you get the best settings possible. And make sure, if you have watching this video and have already done it, do it again, run the whole process, but run a game you're going to play while you're doing it. This will give you a better baseline, not you, but this will give OBS a better baseline of what is expected from your hardware while it's streaming, and it gives you better results. So yeah, run the auto config wizard even if you already have while running a game or games that are similar to what you're going to play. It will make a tremendous difference. I know it might not always seem like it's going to make a tremendous difference, but I promise you, it makes a tremendous difference. After you run the test, you can still adjust the settings. If you have an okay or decent like internet setup. It can even be like, you can be running it on your phone, it doesn't matter. If you're running at 1080p, you want a minimum of 5,000 kilobytes per second as your bit rate for Twitch. This will like it just works. You don't need to put more than that. You just don't put less than that. If you're running 720, you can go down to 4,500, even 3,500, and it would be perfectly okay. Make sure if you have an NVIDIA card, you're running your stream on the NVENC encoder. And if you're using an AMD card, make sure you're using the H.264 encoder, as I said prior, and double the bandwidth if you're using a card that came out earlier than the 7800 or the 7800. Like the 6800, you're going to want to double your bandwidth. Anything prior to the 7800, double your bandwidth. Even if it's well above what Twitch allows. AMD earlier cards streaming to Twitch had the H.264 encoder wasn't the best. I mean, it's still struggling even on my hardware, which is why I double it. But doubling it will bring your quality up with the NVENC, and you shouldn't have a problem doubling it. It only brings it up to like 10 megabytes per second, which on most internet connections will be fine. 10 megabytes per second upload is perfectly fine. In some cases, like the lowest upload speeds will be like 31 megabytes per second. If you have lower than that, lower your resolution in OBS. Okay, next on the list is the R1CH Twitch server test. This was one of my favorites for Twitch because it will help you get the best out of your stream in terms of bandwidth. So we're going to go to this website here, r1ch.net. I'll have the link in the description below, so be sure to check that out. This will send a test signal, depending on how you do it, all the servers. Now, what you want to do is when you open it up, you can see here on the page, this is what it looks like. I'm not going to open it up because we don't need to. We got this here. You download it, you install it, and then you run it. And this is it here. So you get your stream key from Twitch. You go to your dashboard in your settings and pull your stream key. You're going to drop it in here. Then you're going to run a test. Short to medium is best, depending on like how fully stable you want to see how it is. I like running mine for a minute and just going off somewhere to go do something while it runs. So then you're going to go to the quick select and pick the area you're in. So if you're in Europe, if you're watching this and you live in Europe, you're going to want to hit the Europe, and it'll find you the best European server for you. North America, South America, Asia, you get it. So you click those, and then you're going to run. You're going to run the test. It'll be down at the bottom. It's like this says here. It is fairly self-explanatory. You go down, you run it, and then it will show you which servers are best to use. Now then, after you do the test, it'll show you. So then you're going to go here, right? You're going to go back in OBS. It'll be in settings, file settings, and it'll be in I believe stream. For YouTube, it'll be right here. For Twitch, you'll have your Twitch, and then it'll have your server, and then you can physically tell it which server you want. So whichever server you ended up getting for being the best, and you'll see it here on this page here. You can see the bandwidth and the quality. You want the one either with the highest quality or highest bandwidth. Pick what is best for you. You pick that, and it will improve the quality of your stream in terms of like network. That will help you get a better stream to Twitch, allowing you to maximize your bandwidth for all it's worth. Okay, this next tip is one of my favorites. It is, if you find yourself struggling like generating clips because you don't really like the interface of Twitch, this is going to make things so much better. The AItum Vertical canvas. You can either download this from AItum themselves, which is this is their website here. You scroll down. You can download the Stream Suite, or you can download the AItum Vertical plugin right here in the middle, or you can download it from GitHub. If you don't trust GitHub, that is. Not that you don't trust it. If you've never used GitHub, don't worry about it. You can go to their website here, hit free download, and install, and we'll talk about that in just a second. So you run it, you download it, you install it, and so now in OBS, we'll go look at it now. I'll show you how I have mine set up, and I'll show you the tips with it. Okay, in OBS, I already have it installed, so I'll show you how it looks. So you go here to dock, vertical, and it's real small right here. Let's pop it out real quick. So this is my vertical source. When I want to generate clips and whatnot, I can just do it right here. So what you want to do is you want to set up the canvas how you like. You know, you get your face here. Here in the middle, I like, not all of this image is shown, but right here in this spot is where I generally put my heart rate sensor, because I use one of those. And then my branding here, that's all my branding. Then below this, I have my gaming images. Let me see, let's open up. Here's my sources in vertical. Don't mind all of them. It doesn't, not all of it mean anything. So you just like your standard, you can add whatever you guys. You see, it's here's what we're doing, like right here, right now. You take that, slide it on over, center it how you like it, increase the size a little bit, just fill the frame a little more, and then you can have it be like full on short like that. I like to have it a little bit smaller because it gives more screen for people who are watching them. So with this, then, what you want to do is you want to go this button here. So this enables your buffer replay. And what that does is it saves a small portion of what's happening onto your RAM. Decide how long you want that buffer to be in your RAM. So with that, we're going to go here, File, Settings, Output, right? Replay buffer, 120 seconds. It's 259 megabytes of RAM that it's going to take up during that time. That is how long when you clip it while streaming, that's how long it's going to be. Then you can go in and edit it with CapCut or DaVinci Resolve or whatever it is you use. You can edit it that way. Also, AItum also has built-in settings right here, right there at the bottom, the little golden button. So in recording, so you can see that the backtrack, the buffer, is the same as in standard OBS. So you hit that, bada bing, bada boom. You have a replay that's running at all time. Now, if you get really creative, you can use that replay for a lot of stuff, not just recording clips. One of the coolest things that this does, like the replay buffer, is that you can have it like push of a button, like play back that footage like immediately. It's pretty neat. Anyway, so what you want to do now is you want to save a backtrack hotkey button, like save backtrack. That way, on your keyboard, you can do a keyboard command, and it'll clip it out. You don't need to leave the game. You just push the buttons, it clips it. Boom, it's done. Easy peasy. AItum is free. AItum, I don't know how to pronounce it. AItum is free, and it is one of my favorite plugins. I use it all the time for all manner of shit. I recommend it highly recommend it. Oh, and just so we're clear, it's free. Okay, so this next one we don't need to leave OBS for. This one will be helpful for other stuff. I stream primarily on YouTube, so this is like, I use this for a lot of that. But there is a feature in OBS that is missing on Twitch, and that is the Quick Actions button. So let's flip over back to my OBS to look at it. Boom, you can see here is my OBS. This here is not accessible normally. So what you want to do is go to Docs, Custom Browser Docs. You see, I got a lot of them. Because I don't use Twitch as my main, I have to use all the Twitch stuff. So you want Twitch Quick Actions right here. So to get your Twitch Quick Actions, let's open the browser real quick. Let's go blam. Okay, so go to Dashboard, right? Bada bing, bada boom. Go to your Stream Manager, and then the Quick Actions here. You see the Quick Action bar. You want to hit the little arrow down there, and you want to pop it out. Right? Where's the pop out? Oh, it's over here. The three dots. Let's okay, there we go, right there. So you see those three dots right here? Can't see my mouse. I don't know why you can't see my mouse. Right here. Oh, you can see my mouse. Okay, cool. Pop out Quick Actions, and it's gonna pop out the little browser. Blam. Okay, so this is the little browser right here that pops out. So you want to take this right here, right? Copy that. And then in Browser Docs right here, it doesn't matter which one, you take it and you paste it, right? And then boom. Oh, you gotta name it. And apply. Boom, another Quick Action. And it's the same as that one, but it's like, it's different in this case. So it's gonna ask you to sign in because it's not part of the traditional OBS ecosystem. So just sign in to Twitch again as you normally would, and bada bing, bada boom, you now have access to quick actions. And honestly, it's a super powerful tool, and this use really only scratches the surface. It's really useful for like multi-streaming and all kinds of other shit. For instance, if you multi-stream, you can stream Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and you can have all three of those chats and all three of the tools needed to run all of those streams in one place on OBS. You don't need to have multiple things open to do it. You don't need to have multiple OBSs open. You can just do it all with the quick docs, the custom browser docs. It's awesome. Use them. I use them a lot. So next up is cameras. You do not probably need a new camera. If you can't afford a camera but you have a cell phone, I have solutions for you. I have a couple of solutions. If you stream on Windows, I am not going to show you this program because I am currently logged in and I do not want you to see my personal information, so we're not going to do that. But Phone Link on Windows can connect to Androids or iPhones. So if you connect it through that way, you can, in OBS, for your camera source, you can use Phone Link to connect to your camera. And if you get like a small desk stand, you can put it on your desk or mount it to your desk. This is mounted. This camera is mounted. You can use your phone camera. If you have Mac OS, an Apple computer, or whatever, you can use Continuity Camera on Mac to use your iPhone as a camera. I don't know how it works. I don't use Apple products, but that's the solution. And there's also CAMO. It's a freemium choice. They probably have the logo in the camera. I've never used it, but it comes recommended, and people claim that it's compatible with all phones, OS, everything. You use it. I'll have the link to that down below. That way you can use your camera. Because where's my phone at? Most people carry a 4K camera in their pocket at all times. You have a 4K camera, and granted, with some of the freemium choices, they might not let you go over 1080 30 FPS, but that's okay. That is perfectly fine. No one is going to notice. And if you think people notice because your camera looks bad, it's not because your camera looks bad. It's the lighting. Like, my lighting right now is fucking ass, and I just gotta deal with it. Blam. Lighting and color fix a lot of shit in terms of cameras. If you think that your camera looks like shit, it's likely due to your lighting. I have a key light right here, and I have a fill light right here. The fill light's off right now because I want the shadow, but it's also, I don't normally film in the daytime, so I have no treatment for my room during the day, so I apologize for my awful lighting. But if you have a camera and you want better lighting, if you have a camera and you think it's bad, try lighting. And for this video, here's a bonus. This is a bonus tip. I was going to do just 5, but here's the 6th one. This one to me is pretty darn important. This one is incredibly useful. If you have an NVIDIA card, and most people do, you have access to the NVIDIA Broadcast app. Now what's so significant about this is that it does not take any VRAM to use. It does not take anything extra, maybe a little bit of CPU power, a little bit, but mostly runs off of your NVENC chip. So you download this and you can run it, and you can get background removal. You can get background blur. Background blur is one of my favorites. It's one of the features that I miss most about this tool here. You get microphone effects, noise reduction, room echo, some effects that you can put into it, as well as like monitoring yourself through that way, and just a bunch of generally like decent AI, like pretty neat AI features. So you can see here a virtual key light, which it makes it look like your face is being lit up. This one here is something that I kind of played with a little bit. The eye contact, which as long as it can see your eyes, it will make it appear as though you are looking directly at the camera at all times. So if you do a lot of yapping and you want to make it look like you're looking into the camera, that's a really good one. Or if you're filming something and you want to make it look like you're looking at the camera, that's also a really good one. And here's just some of the features, like video noise removal. It does some camera tracking. It's a really powerful tool if you have an NVIDIA card. I highly recommend it. NVIDIA 20 series and up has this. Anyway, if this is helpful, please like and subscribe. Maybe hype the video when you see it. If the interest in this kind of video is high enough, I'll do another. I have tons more tips, tons of free stuff that I can help you guys with, from audio plugins to video plugins, everything. Tons of stuff. Also, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. What I know how to do. I might not be the biggest streamer, but I've been doing this for well over 10 years, and I have a pretty decent understanding of the tech behind how this works. So let me help you. And well, that's it. That's all I got for you today. That's the video. Slosh out.